Hey YouTubers, and welcome to episode 13 of Steeler Nation here on Madden 17, Pittsburgh Steelers franchise. And this week we are looking, or today I should say, we are looking at some more scouting here as we're getting closer and closer to the NFL draft here. I know it's been a while since we had a video up, and I know a lot of you guys have been wanting me to get through the rest of this, but there's a lot of scouting here to do. And I kind of wanted to show you guys some of the players that we're looking at right now. As you take a look at the cornerbacks here, and taking a look at corners, London Crowett, there he's a looks like a second round or late second round talent there. As you see there, great press, but average man coverage and average zone there. He looked like he had some pretty good times there. The 20-yard shuttle and a couple other places there. I believe the cones is another one that he did really well in. He's 206 pounds, 6'3", 22 years of age, from Texas. A prototype. A guy I definitely would say that would be a guy that I would definitely go after there if we had a late second round pick there. And hopefully he'll be around for us then if he is still on the board there. But definitely not the pick that we'll necessarily go after. But this one I would love to go after here. This is Griffin Bennett. He is Brennan, I should say. He is 180 pounds, 6'1", 22 years of age, from the University of Notre Dame. He's a balanced player. His talent is a early first round type of guy. Now, I know for a fact that there are a lot of offensive players in this draft here. But if he is still on the board here, which a lot of my draft boards I've been doing here for this draft and whatnot, he could actually fall quite a bit there and fall enough, just enough where we can kind of move up in the draft order there and maybe get him. And it'd be a good steal for the first round there. That'd be a great pick for us to work on our defense there. It could be a guy that we can really be a cornerstone for us and kind of build around for future years. Marquise Nichols, there you see, from Florida State, 207 pounds, 6'4", 21 years of age. He had a great 40-yard dash right there. As you see, he had a 4.29 there, one of the best of all the corners there during the pro days. And just a great player there, great attitude. A lot of the scouts there really love this kid. He is just he's all about playing football. He's dedicated his life to play football. His dreams has always been from day one, ever since he played Bantam football and stuff like that. It's to get into the NFL, and now his dreams could come true eventually here in the next couple of weeks here as we get close to the draft here. But yeah, the zone coverage there, great zone coverage. Needs a little work on the man-to-man, and definitely needs work on the press there. So definitely not a guy we can use in a lot of our zone coverages that we use quite often for the Steelers. But yeah, when it comes to man-to-man, that's what we're looking for mostly to really kind of balance us out there, as we just need help on that issue there. Patrick Cohen, there you see him, a first-round talent, they say. Mid-first rounder there. Another guy that we could go after, but again, like with his like the last guy there, man coverage kind of average there. That's something we could work on with a lot of those guys there. I do like to be just the zone coverage there for him but the press also is, like I said, another concerning issue. 212 pounds, 6 foot, 22 years of age, from USC. He's a prototype player. So, yeah, again, good combine numbers there. 7.4 there. Definitely a guy would, if he was on the board there, would definitely be a pick. Now, the guy that's better than him is Moses right here, Moses Rutland. There you see our mid-first rounder there, a 7.7 combine rating. Great. I love his press, and I love the zone coverage there. you think of 85 in his zone coverage, and then probably around an 83, 82 for his press there. But his man coverage there is pretty average there. I would say on the high side of the 70s there. And I mean, yeah, he has some pretty good numbers there. You take a look at his combine reports there. He has some pretty good numbers there, first in a lot of areas there. But yeah, we're really looking for guys that can do well on both on the man and the zone. Now I know, yeah, the chance of finding a guy that's pretty well balanced, B's across the board like that, is not very likely it's going to happen in this draft or really any kind of draft. But you never know. Things, we could find that player in the rough there, and that's guy I think we could polish very well. He'd be a good player that over time he would definitely stand out. Another guy there, Stanley Bentley. There you see press B, man coverage B minus, and his zone coverage C there. Late second round guy type of guy. Again, if on the board there, he could be considered a guy that we could really go after if need be. There's a lot of these guys you see here on this. You'll see here, or you've already seen already in the corners here. These guys are guys that we could definitely go after. I see him, especially. He's a Nebraska guy, so that's a special place in my heart here, as I'm personally a big Nebraska Cornhuskers fan. So he definitely probably would go ahead and get a free pass there to be on the team. Dylan Bozeman, there you see 214 pounds, 6'1", 23 years of age, from Tennessee, zone type of player. Great zone coverage. Press needs a little work, and so does his man-to-man. So not best of keeping up with guys, in a man-to-man situation here. But in the zone, he definitely probably gonna, be right there and definitely track a guy down. Keep his eyes on the quarterback, and also at the same time, depending on who comes running his zone on the field there, he looks like he can be, he can tackle those, keep up with that guy at a pretty good pace there. So nice job there, a late third round type of guy. Could be a fourth rounder there if in some cases there. A lot of times that those late round guys kind of fall into the next round. Now Cornelius, there you see 192 pounds, 5'11", 24 years of age, from Georgia. Now this is a player that I would definitely, this would be hands down without any question here. And I know, like I said, this is one of those rarities. You got B's across the board. This is a guy, if he's on the board, if he's on my draft board right here, he would definitely get picked up no matter what. Regardless of anything, this would be the guy that we would want to have our defense, be built around. So B across the boards in man-to-man coverage, zone, and press. Late first rounder. I know they say late first rounder, projected late second rounder. But he's a late first round talent there. If he is on the board there and he's in goes in that round, that towards the end of that round, of the first round there, and we got a chance to get him, and everybody, especially if everybody's going for offensive players, which there's a lot of this year, especially with the wide receivers and stuff. I'm definitely gonna go out of my way, and definitely if we can, we'll try to go after him, especially if he's hasn't been drafted yet. He's in that there's in the 20s or something like that. We'll definitely go after him. Same thing with this guy here, Mario Tabu. There you see second round guy, a late second round talent. And there you see again he's from Auburn, man-to-man type of player, 22 years of age, 5'10", 183 pounds there. His combine report, not the best, but look at those. Man-to-man B+, zone B-, and press B- there. So I would say I'll give him a high 80 and a low low, like I would say 83 on the zone coverage and press there. So you're looking roughly a guy somewhere in the mid 80s. I would say probably 85, maybe 86 overall, if you're being nice. Definitely a guy that I would, again, in that late second round, going third round, if he's there, I would say if we can, really do some trading with some teams there, I would even say he's just a mid-round, second-round guy, and that's what we're looking at. We're trying to see if I'm actually been looking at some teams here to try to get a draft pick somewhere in that mid second round type of guy. If we can get an early second round, that'd be great. But I think we'll probably go mid second round there. So like I said, we're gonna be looking to some teams about some of these guys here. As there's not too many corners here this year that are on the board here. This draft class here, for many reasons, is for offensively, and of course we're a team that we have what we need for offense for right now. We just need to work on that defense and make a defense a little solid. But Damian Bolton, there you see, 208 pounds, 5'11", 23 years of age, from the Ohio State. He's a zone type of player. B- in zone coverage, B- in press, and then, of course, in the man coverage there, a C. So we'll see how that goes right there. You see he has a 6.8 in his combine rating, not the best. He's up there. I have a thing where if it's not above, a 6.8, 6.7, there's no point of looking at them. And I have shown some of these guys that have a low combine rating below that, but there's some things with those players that are something unique about them, and something I thought that there was something special about them. We got a 7th round talent here that they project him 3rd round. It's Kareem Thorne. He's from Pittsburgh. Man-to-man type of player, 5'11", 191 pounds, 22 years of age, and he's a guy who's been in the league or been in college football for a while, so he's pretty well polished, enough that we can. He's viable, so he's pretty knowledgeable of the game. 6.8 in his combine rating, not the best. He's not a 7 or anything like that, but for the most part here, looks like he would be a guy if later rounds there we could use, and he would definitely be a good project type of player that we can work with over time. Really have him on the scouting team there, and really work on his issues in the press area, and also in the zone coverage there. Man-to-man, I love him, man. I think that's the best you'll get from anybody. So we'll go ahead and JT Haggs. There you see another 7th rounder there. He's projected early 4th round, but they say he's 7th round talent there. So a big difference there. 6.6 in his combine rating there. And again, just some of these guys we're just looking at just a simple fact because of, if things don't work out the way that we're hoping that they'll work out, or the way we want them to work out, then we'll go ahead and, these are some of the guys that we're looking at currently that we could possibly go after there. So we'll see how that goes. The late round guy here from Indiana, a run supporter. Great press there. He can stay pretty much, put the pressure on the receivers there if need be. Thurman Hole, there you see a undrafted. They said that he could be undrafted going in there, but 212, 5'11", 23 years of age. He's been playing college football for a while there. Probably not the best corner there in there, but experience wise, I think he might have something there for us. there you see his 40-yard dash there. Excellent 40-yard dash. Of course, his combine rating there is 7.0. And again, a guy that we just, we could use it for veteran experience, but also be a good project player there that we can work with. Even though we're not in the position of having having a situation where we need project players, guys that we can kind of work with over time, because really truly on the corner, especially in our corner position, we need somebody right now that can do something for us. So, but I mean, the possibilities are endless. I mean, anything could really happen in the course of a season. Again, Gladwell there, you see his top three skills there. Zone coverage there, B+, man coverage, C, and then play recognition. We haven't seen this one too often on a lot of these guys. It's a C there. So 6.6 talent-wise, 3, late third round guy. They projected him in the fourth round or mid fourth round there. I could see him really in the fourth round. Not necessary the 3 that they're making him out to be. But yeah, I mean, we wouldn't really go after this guy unless he was one of those type of guys that I would definitely utilize him more for, because a lot of the coverage zone stuff that we do in our playbook there. So. But yeah, just like I said, these some of these guys here are untalented or late, undrafted and all kind of, undrafted or late third round, late fourth round stuff like guys. Those are ones that we're just kind of looking at here that we could, after we got all the ones that we wanted, or after, or in some cases the guys that we just didn't look at, and we realized, hey, he looks like pretty good, got some pretty good numbers there. He's kind of high up on the draft board there. Nobody's picked him up yet. We can go after him. So, but yeah, that's right now here. This is just a wrap up here of just seeing some of these guys there that we're just kind of just drafting here and talking to, and kind of getting to know these guys and whatnot. How they are off the field and compared to what they're on the field are like. But there you see a guy here, Harvey Grisby. There you see 2'10", 6 foot, 22 years of age, great height. Louisville, he went to, and then of course this type of player, he's a prototype. And again, this is one of those just product guys that we can work with. He wouldn't necessarily be on the field for the first year, or maybe even the second year if we drafted him, but he would definitely be in our practice squad there, working with coaches to get better there, especially in that zone and man coverage there. Really, like I said, those are the 2 areas I really want those guys to really work on, and just to be on top. Great. I'm sure he has great speed there. You see some of his numbers there, but definitely a area that we need to work with a lot of our corners there is just staying with the guy. Keep an eye on him. Make sure he does not break away too much away from getting the ball and then putting the ball in the end zone against us. So, but that is a look at your cornerbacks there. I think the next and final part of this, I believe the next episode, which will be episode 14, we're going to be looking at the safeties position. Not too many positions in the safeties, but yeah, we're going to be looking at some of those there before we wrap up and get ready for the draft there. So we'll have one more episode of scouting, and then I believe we'll be going, I'll show more of the rest of the free agency, and then we'll go into the draft. And you guys will see the first round of the draft there in this full entirety. And then we'll, of course, have a highlight video showing who we drafted and why and stuff like that, all coming up here in a couple of episodes. So thank you guys. I know some of you guys are probably bored about this or gotten tired of hearing me about these draft pick or these potential draft picks and whatnot, but something to just give you guys an idea of, I don't show this stuff during the season or anything like that, so I kind of want to give you guys an idea of where we're drafting or who we like to draft, who we've been watching there during the draft. So, or during the amongst us around during the season there, who we were looking at scouting wise. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hitting that subscription button on the video here, and or down below there in the description, and subscribe for more Madden 17 Pittsburgh Steelers franchise here on ESGNet. That's it for Steeler Nation here. Come on back for more scouting here as we take a look at the safeties coming up in the next video. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. Links are down below in the description. And as always, keep yourself healthy, and I will see you guys next time.